Mayor Branson, officials, clergy, family, friends, and fellow New Rochellians, good afternoon. I am truly honored and humbled for this opportunity to be the next District 3 Council member of New Rochelle. I would not have been able to achieve this privilege if it were not for the countless number of individuals who have worked tirelessly on my behalf. I would like to commend my campaign team, including Eli Valentine, Matthew Costa, Pilar Atterbury, and Nakia Highland for their hard work and professionalism. I would also like to acknowledge Arnie Klugman, community leaders, and the rest of the district leaders of New Rochelle who gave up their free time to assist me in my quest to become elected. During the important moments of your life, it is comforting to know that you have family support. My parents, Roger and Gail, were always, are, and always will be a foundation for me. My brother Jordan did double duty as my spiritual advisor and my photographer. And of course, my wonderful wife Jasmine was with me every step of the way throughout this grueling campaign trail. My lovely daughter Jocelyn was my partner as we walked door to door throughout the district. I'm so proud that they are all here today, along with my grandmother, aunt and uncles, cousins, my sisters-in-law, my mother-in-law, and other family members. Unfortunately, the sheer number of volunteers, contributors, supporters, and well-wishers prevents me from singling out any more specific individuals, but I would like to say thank you to everyone for making this possible. When my parents decided to move to New Rochelle approximately 25 years ago, they were mesmerized by the beauty of the city, the diversity of its residents, and the high quality of the public school system. I quickly became acclimated with New Rochelle and took advantage of what it had to offer. I can still remember the names of several teachers who provided me with adequate attention to nurture my inquisitive spirit. To this day, I am still friends with numerous people from my childhood days at the Remington Boys and Girls Club. And I can remember like it was yesterday the bike rides my brother and I would take to the various parks and lakes scattered throughout the city. If I were to fast forward to today, one could find my wife and me attempting to create a similar foundation for our daughter so that she can reap the benefits of being a New Rochellian. In preparation for this event, Judge Kettner and I worked extremely hard to provide everybody with an experience befitting its purpose. One of the first things that I noticed was the fact that we were going to have this ceremony on January 1st, 2011 at 1 p.m., which written in shorthand is 1111 at 1. Now that's a lot of ones. The irony of this numerical arrangement is that from the day I won the election in November, I viewed this experience as a new beginning. This is not only a new beginning for me, but I view this as a new beginning for District 3 as well. Prior to 1993, New Rochelle City Council was elected on an at-large basis. District 3 is a special district in that it was the impetus to create citywide districts so that different geographical areas would be able to choose a representative of their own. Currently, District 3 lies right in the center of the city and encompasses a diverse cross-section. From the historic district to the Trump Towers, to the Hartley houses, to the Halcyon neighborhood, the entire district is special because of the people who live in it. I am fortunate to be able to follow a strong litany of former council members in the late Rhoda Quash, B. Brown, the late Jim Stowe. I would also like to praise Roxy Stowe for providing the 3rd District with continuous representation and filling in for her husband as a result of his untimely passing. So, what does a New Rochelle council member actually do? I can give you the technical response and say that the city charter allows me to set policy, to approve the budget, and to enact local laws, resolutions, and ordinances. Or I can give you an answer that I feel explains it better. A couple of weeks ago, I went to visit an after-school program at the Hartley Houses community room. During my meeting with the kids, one of the program administrators asked, "Does anybody know what a councilman does?" A young girl about 8 years old confidently raised her hand and replied, "Mr. Rice was elected to city council so he can help the people." I went home that evening and thought about what the little girl had said earlier and came to the realization that what I first interpreted as a simple analysis of my job duties actually was the most sophisticated job description I could think of. My job as council member of the 3rd District is to help people. This help extends to you whether you are black, white, Latino, or Asian. This help extends to you whether you are rich, middle class, or poor. This help extends to you whether you are a senior, a young adult, or a child. It is the ability for me to be able to help that gives me great pride in my role to be your public servant, and I look forward to the awesome responsibilities that await me. It should come as no surprise that our city, along with our state and country, is in the midst of a difficult economic climate. Home values continue to decline, unemployment remains high, and discretionary income remains scarce. However, those should not be reasons for us to give up hope. It is during these trying times where we must show solidarity and look ahead towards the future, not the past. Patience will be required as we plant seeds with the mindset of the upcoming generations that will inherit our city. This is a new beginning, and it mandates that we change our outlook and adapt to the world of the 21st century. Although many of these problems we face today are global in nature, local solutions are necessary to turn things around. The United States has less than 5% of the world's population, but nearly 25% of the world's prisoners. Those numbers also reflect local criminal justice patterns. Sadly, some of our young people are part of this grim statistic. Even before I ran for office, I had envisioned a program which I am hoping to implement that will deter young people away from crime and into productivity. New Rochelle can become a leader in this field by creating innovative alternatives that allow would-be future prisoners the opportunity to break the cycle. With the same 5% of the world's population, the United States consumes 25% of the world's oil supply. When you take account of the fact that the world's proven oil reserves are near depletion, it is imperative that we look towards alternative sources of energy such as solar, wind, biofuels, and hydrogen. America has always been at the forefront of scientific breakthroughs, and it is time that we put our young minds to work. New Rochelle can become a leader in this regard by attracting businesses that develop green technology, which would be a much-needed source of additional revenue. We need a system in place that will allow us to put idle ideas into a wide-ranging plan. This new beginning that I referred to is not going to be easy, but I believe that New Rochelle can set the stage and be an example for the rest of the world. It is going to take hard work, a lot of dedication, and the concerted effort of devoted individuals looking forward to a better tomorrow. It is going to take me, it is going to take you, and it is going to take us. To sum this up, I would like to use one of my favorite catchphrases. Let's go. I would like to wish everyone a healthy and prosperous 2011. God bless America, and God bless New Rochelle.